Welcome back. This is Mancha Manchberry, and Happy New Year to those that I haven't seen. I recently celebrated my birthday, and that was where I had to reflect. It was like God, in all these years that I've been on earth, I feel like I've always been asking when I was matured enough, like when I was young. Yes, I don't even recall the things I wanted. There are certain things that I wanted, and unfortunately, because life happens like that, when you don't have a plan or when you don't have a goal or a vision board, I achieved most of those things, but I wasn't aware that I actually did. It's only now when I was celebrating my birthday where I reflected back and I was like, look, there are certain things that I skipped in life because it's like, oh no, we're chasing this, I'm saving money, I'm doing this, but I was denying myself certain things that would have made me maybe a better person than what I am now. So it got to my attention and I was like, I need to share this. I need to talk to my family on my YouTube page so that we also, reset sometime, to take a pause and look back at what you had asked for and see if you're not achieving it or if you didn't get what you asked for. Last year I posted a video about vision boards, and to tell you the truth, I think I achieved, if my math is correct, I achieved around 70% of those things, even though out of that 70%, per individual item, I think it could be 50-60% done on it. For example, I said I wanted to lose weight, and I look at it and I'm like, even though I wasn't consistent, but I did lose some weight, and I didn't even pay attention to it. It was something that I did and I put it there, but because my focus was on, securing the next bag, I wasn't even aware that I am actually going through that list I wanted. So if we don't have a vision board, it makes it very difficult. There are certain things that I wanted to share with you guys, that I think would help us, including myself, to one, see where we are, where we're going, and the things that we want to achieve, and how far we are with the journey. So I would encourage everyone to start following up. Once you've created that vision board, follow up on those goals, follow up on your dream, check it and see if it still aligns with you, check it and see if it's still the same things that you wanted to achieve. After you do that, stop comparing yourself, because I did that last year. YouTube was one of the things that I'd put on my vision board. So I'd said to myself, I need to be consistent, and I need discipline to do this. I need to prepare and plan and whatnot. But it's a learning curve. I looked at it and I'm like, YouTube as being one of the top 5 things that I wanted to do last year, it ended up being the least thing that I had to do, because I then, within the months that I started, comparing myself with other YouTubers. I'm like, oh, my lighting, oh, my English, oh, my this, oh, my that. And I was too shy to even promote it as well. And it took someone who was helped through those videos to be like, Mancha, but when are you coming back to YouTube? Because I learned a lot from your videos. And I'm like, hey, Ape, when I talk, sometimes I feel like I'm not making sense. So there's people out there that watches my videos, even if it's just one person, but there is impact. It's saving the same thing that I wanted, the purpose that I had for YouTube. So because I had compared myself with other people, and problem, it's not just comparing. The problem is, initially I started going to YouTube, finding out ways, like learning on how to post videos in the right way, how to edit and whatnot, and I ended up overloading myself with more information. And because of a lot of information, I was stuck with the information that I had, but I couldn't work on it because it was just too much. So it's something that I'm flagging out there for you to say, even if you're going to create your vision board, there's going to be a lot of information that you get. You need to narrow it down so that when you start implementing, you are working on it. Because you can do as much research as you can, but if you fail to narrow it down like I did with YouTube, you end up letting go of that thing because you feel like, oh, then it means I'm not ready for this because I still need this, that, and I must do it like this, and I still don't understand it. I'm not good with shooting. I mean, I'm sitting here, but I'm like, yo, I need to uplift this, I need to balance that. And that shouldn't take you back. That shouldn't make you let go of your goal just because you're not able to do it. So I'm reminding myself as well in this video to say, look, Mancha, you spoke about consistency last year, but what you lacked, it was discipline. So do the same in your life as well. The vision boards that you create or the lifestyle that you are creating, you need to have discipline. Consistency to me was doing things perfectly, like 100% correct. But now I've learned, like coming back now into 2023, it's one of the things that when I was reflecting back, I'm like, look, there are certain things that we start and say we want to do, but because we're not understanding what discipline and consistency is, you end up failing. So consistency for me, as I explained it to myself in an easy way, is the ability to do something biggie, not doing it throughout and making it complete, but waking up every day, remembering what you want to achieve and working on it. Example, as I like giving an example, when I said I wanted to lose weight, I quickly told myself, no sugar, no this, no that. And it's not easy because a habit, it's a habit, it's there. So gradually do the little things that are building up to the goal that you want to achieve. Do that in your vision boards as well. And discipline also. It's always remind yourself that you are doing this irrespective of other distractions that might come. If you have a plan, you are going to stick to it. And if you say to yourself, I am going to exercise Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, discipline means when it's Monday, whether you feel like you don't want to, or it's raining, or people want to eat magunya, you still go and do that exercise. So guys, I'm gonna give quickly, because I didn't want this video to go long. I think I'd make them 5. Yeah, they might be 5. 1, create your vision board. Be authentic. Do it according to what you want. Don't do it according to what other people are doing. Don't go to Pinterest, copy and paste everything as it is. You need to be honest with yourself. What are the things that you are manifesting here? You are saying, these are the things that will make me whole. Once I achieve this, I'll be happy. Whole, yes, I mean, like, it will make you complete, but we grow. Now you sit down, you're like, I want to see myself driving this kind of a car, living in this kind of a house, earning this kind of a salary, living in this kind of an area, having this kind of a family. And then mental health, I want to see myself here. And financially, I want to see myself, living better, either having enough money to sustain yourself, or the habits that you'll have with finances. Religiously as well, you want to see yourself, building relationship with God or your ancestors or anything that you believe in. So those are the things that you can put down based on you, who you are, your character, your personality, and the things that you really know that they matter to you. And then secondly, follow up on those things. Don't try and do everything at the same time. You can check on your the things that you write down. Like I just put categories that you will write down. So once you've identified the first step of writing it down, being authentic, you follow up whatever that you write down. You're like, okay, these are 30 things that I've written down, but in a year, to be honest with myself, I can achieve 5. And then you have your top 5 things that you're working towards in that year. And then after that, we learn, this is the third thing, learn not to compare yourself with how other people are achieving things. And also, don't be hard on yourself. Sometimes your short-term goal can happen after a year, and your long-term goal can happen within 6 months. You never know when the universe is ready for you, because when you create a vision board, it doesn't mean that you didn't have dreams before. It just means that now you're putting them down so that you can remind yourself. Because once you see that picture that you have, for example, I had a picture of a beautiful lady and I was like, that's the body that I want when I lose weight. So once I see that every day, it will be a reminder, and I'll be like, girl, you need to get on it, because that's where you want to be. All right. And then the other thing is, information that you get when you're doing research, do not put too much information in your mind. Don't overcrowd yourself with information, because you'll end up not knowing which one to take. Everything that is put out there seems real. Everything that's put out there will seem like it's achievable, it's attainable, it's easy to do. How many exercises have you screen grabbed and be like, this one, it looks like I can do it, but then you haven't even, started using one of them. So you need to be true to yourself, in a sense of saying, this I know I can do and I'm going to stick to it, and then start implementing. The other thing, I think it's number 5. The other thing that I think you should also pay attention to, you need to start doing things small by small, step by step, beaky beaky. Reason why I'm saying this is, remember, there are certain things that you're not used to doing. So when you want to start doing them, and then you just jump in, you might be overwhelmed, and that might cause you to back down and end up not achieving that goal, or end up not, following through to the journey that you are about to create. Example that I like to use, because I also want to lose weight, is for me to get to a habit of either exercising frequently or eating right, I need to gradually introduce certain things to my life. Remember, the body and the mind adjusts to whatever that you put it to for a long time. So if I start by saying I'm gonna eliminate sugar little by little, like this week I'm not gonna drink tea with sugar, next week I'm taking away fizzes, the other week I'm doing away with snacking, by the 4th week, guys, you will be getting used to that. Your body would actually tell you, when you start drinking that can of something sweet, it will tell you that no, you're doing something that we're not used to. So do things gradually. Don't, put pressure on yourself and try to master things that you didn't do before. Practice makes you perfect. And lastly, I'm just gonna say to you guys, it is okay to go overboard on vision board, but remember, be realistic. You can have all these things that you wish to have, and you don't have to be like everyone else and have your vision board created in January. Create it whenever you feel ready. If it has to be now, in when we start February, do that. Take your time. Whenever you're ready, do it, and do it the way it makes sense to you. I'll see you on the next one. And a little note from you to you guys, I need your support. There's a new page that we created on Instagram. Please go there and follow the page. Let's make it grow, because we don't know how far it will go in an impact or healing other people, because I know there are certain things that people are struggling with. For example, myself, there are certain things that I think when I go through them alone, I'm like, damn, I'm abnormal to even think this thing is a heavy thing to deal with. But once you start hearing other people talk about it, you're like, oh, actually, other people are going through it. So I'm trying to create a community where we are able to talk about the things that are, hurting us, or the diarrhea, really alone at the corners. We're thinking, if you talk about it, it's a taboo and whatnot. Please feel free to comment down below. Tell me how you have seen the progress in your vision boards. Keep subscribing and tell people about this platform, and I'll see you on the next one. I love you.